That's one way
I
to put it.
37 reasons you've had nice things.
Right, I have to adjust my sounds. Don't worry about me.
Oh dear.
Eh.
Murdering.
Oh, no, I'm just fixing sounds so that way I can, like, not have you guys echo through my mic. And have you guys all turned down.
That's fair. I'm just...
Oh dear.
No.
I saw somebody go off on their own. Oh no.
I don't... What?
Wait, where?
What?
Don't worry about it. This has nothing to do with any of you.
Oh, Toby? Yeah, no, he saw
Yeah.
fighting and he was like, oh, yay!
He's going to smack things.
He is very much. I just, he has fun playing baseball with their faces, okay?
No, correction, he's playing T-ball. Their heads are sitting on a perfectly stable tee.
Yeah.
Matthew, make sure of that.
I feel like Matthew's like watching this kid and it's like, I like him.
Stunning strikes a paladin. There you go.
Bing.
Sparkle eyes.
That anime sparkle eye. Ding.
The boy, he's fine. It's fine. He's completely sane.
Shit.
But hi, everybody. How is the chat? Everybody here? I think Aspire's having an aneurysm.
I'm always having an aneurysm.
Everything is okay.
Fine.
Keep telling me that, and I won't believe it until it's over.
So I know we ended with some things still on the board, but it was not the druids that were left had like 30 or less HP. The dragons finished them off very quickly. It was not hard. It was like they wouldn't last a round if they're lucky. But there was some was check-ins, you know, after they dealt with it. Lost a piece of the wall, it's fine. But Ignis did get a little check-in over here and sees that it has calmed down over here.
There's dead things.
Caleb is currently hugging his daughter.
Oh, yay!
And the archers have stood down.
Yay! There's happiness happening.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he's going to snap her neck in the middle of a hug. Gotcha.
Do not! I will hurt you. I will hurt you.
This isn't Eleanor.
Butterfly.
It won't happen yet.
Oh, and it's
What?
kind of helping the doggos heal up and stuff. It's doing that thing. You know, really all that's left is this over here. The bird I repositioned to so you guys had more of an idea of, like, token placement.
Mm-hmm.
He's technically still, like, in the back, but that's just made it easier for, like, visual reference.
Yeah, he's still over here, but this is how he's positioned himself, basically.
Yeah.
I hate this. This is the worst.
I don't know what's
Yeah,
wrong with
like-
this.
The only thing I think
What's wrong with this?
and I think this is funny, is maybe like, I can take care of that. I don't know, I can't fly, though. That's the thing. I have a pistol.
I could shoot
It
it.
would be
The things
annoying.
with the wings are the problem. Oh no. that's
That'd be his only problem.
Okay, there we go.
Humor.
Yuya did touch the thing, by the way. I'm not sure which one you wanted him to touch, but he touched one of them. He also switched back to the other form. But we're
I will roll that first week. Once I show him.
because that is just an action for him.
I gotta read my
Yes,
proficiency traits.
Jay? Oh no.
What?
I have a karma. I have a few things stacked up still. I have a list
Oh.
somewhere.
List and you're checking it twice.
Yes.
Gonna find out who's been naughty or nice.
Oh man. All the karmas I could use on Cam for all the shenanigans she's caused.
Listen!
Hear it up, then what else think you want to spend their karma?
Here's the thing. I want to make it clear. Not all of them were not... Most of them were encouraged. I'd like to point out.
You can only heal or damage one more time before it's gone.
Yeah. Probably kind of comes up here until he knows what we're doing, what you guys are doing, because he'll follow you.
Fair.
So, shall we start with the simple thing, the drama, or the drama?
Yes?
Because I feel like there's two drama situations about to happen.
Probably.
Jay just stepped away for a second because he had to deal with something, so I think that leaves drama.
Oh, okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, well, I guess we're starting with Ignis, just based on eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I like how his first reaction is yay.
Listen. Number one.
He thinks,
To be fair,
Number
we
one,
don't
you
have to
don't
RP him checking in on her and being a worried
Yeah.
fiance.
Yeah.
And then her turning around and saying, "Are you okay? You got thrown over a wall!"
That's basically what they're doing. They're both yelling at each other right now. It's
Jump.
very adorable.
Blinks.
because reaction slow fall. Monk,
Probably-
oh, shit.
He probably like looks up at the wall, looks at her. That was just unnecessary.
That's what you're doing, but you know.
Mm.
You're hurt.
Yeah, that usually comes with fighting.
And also being revived.
Right, that wasn't mentioned. She got to watch. She got the tail end of a revival.
Mm-hmm. She crosses her arms.
Hmm. I'm okay now.
Cinder could hit you once and knock you over. You're not okay now.
Vance will catch up eventually.
Let him heal you and recover. There's no point in sacrificing yourself, causing more. Just needless death is not something we need. There's no reason for you to die again.
So you're just gonna block me until he gets here and heals me, is what you're saying.
Yeah. You seem surprised by that.
I do have a job to do, and you're keeping me from doing it. The silence concerns me. Sorry.
How well are you going to be able to do your job when you're on the ground, bleeding out again?
I guess we'll find out. Doesn't actually take him that long to catch up. He was like right behind him.
Yeah. And just, like, he can see her talking, but he can't unless he has observant and read lips.
No, he does not. He's probably like
That mud bullshit's fine.
caught up and like catching his breath. Okay.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to fall again. I've already. Already experienced that emotion once.
That's a story you'll have to tell me sometime.
Bird is responsible for my creation. Cinder watched Hawkkill die in front of him. In front of her.
I feel like he goes to say something and then immediately gets smacked in the back and healed.
The brother heel.
Dumbass.
Agreed. If you have people that care about you, you should at least try not to be too reckless and be smarter.
I guess it's not in my nature to not be reckless.
Murder.
You're a smart person. You can do a lot more fighting if you're more recovered.
That doesn't stop the problems from going on. I feel like Vance still can't hear her. He's probably like looking back and forth between them, like, what?
Yeah, the only thing he heard was like you got people like care about because after he smacked him, that's when she said that out more out loud, like
Yeah.
and kind of motioning to him like, "Hello."
Hmm?
Are you just that eager to go back to the afterlife? Is that what this is?
I didn't say that, but I do have a duty.
And you would put that over others, I imagine.
Depends on the circumstance.
What about us? Head over that. Getting Vance out here for that part.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember when she didn't come home?
Yep.
Is it bad to say that's what I figured?
I think Aspire was the only one who didn't actually figure it out.
No, I knew. I had figured it out. The whole thing was just hearing Ignis say that is just a whole other experience.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah.
She doesn't hang out with a lot of people, to be fair.
Yeah.
Only reason I figured it out as quickly as I did, she'd been spending literally almost the entire time we've been there with Spencer.
Training and stuff, technically.
Yeah, but still.
This was recent developments.
Yeah, this was very recent developments.
Recent.
It was. That literally the night
literally
before the
last
fight.
night.
It's fine. It's all fine. They just had a very nice talk that led to other things.
Mhm. It's fine.
I feel like he's just staring at her after she says that.
You know, like, even before last night, I still cared about you. It's gonna be like more so now. That's what I meant when I was talking about that emotion.
This is what he would do based on that roll. I think. He's gonna look at Vance. Give me a report on what's going on.
I can do you one better if you want.
What?
She'll pick, because she's got the earring. Matthew has one of these. All I do is think of him, and you can talk to him that way. He's over there. He can tell you exactly what's going on. She'll hold on to him. Temporarily lending this, of course.
Do I really have to talk to him?
I mean, I could play the third wheel, reporting back and forth. If you really want me to.
I'm gonna regret this. He'll take the earring and put it on. How are things looking over there?
He wasn't expecting him.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's gonna start like counting the other, like the paladins and clerics. 1, 2, 3. Is this like an accurate number?
Probably by this point, yeah.
See, there's about 12 of mixture of clerics and paladins left. I have some friends from the EvilFluffy that's joined over here, and an enthusiastic friend. I don't know if they're going to last long, but, you know, they're still here. As for the bird, the group, the druid seems to have kind of started to more protect him, but he hasn't moved. He's still watching. Honestly, I don't like the idea of going toward him. It seems like a bad, bad gamble.
We'll figure out what we're gonna do then.
Yeah, I'll clean up over here. Ow, I'm on a phone. Stop hitting me.
I feel like he like listens to that part and just gives this annoyed sigh and takes off the earring.
Do you fucking mind? I'm on a call right now.
Guys, I've decided we need a second buddy cop film.
He'll hand her back the earring.
Mm-hmm.
And he's... Yeah, this is the other part of what he was gonna do. He's gonna look back at, Nick over here. If he asks, tell him something more important came up. And he's gonna just kind of like pat her on the head and start walking back in.
Fair enough. Still look at Vance. Thank you for your assistance there.
Was he talking about you when he said that? What did you tell him? I couldn't hear you.
That's a good question. And she just turns walking away. Does not answer him.
I feel like Nicholas walks over, just grabs him and drags him off. Like, no. This way.
Let it go. Leave it.
So since Jay's back, we're gonna go ahead and do this real quick. See, he's gonna like peek up over the railing as you're going down. Just tilt his head.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Are you okay?
As well as one could be.
Hmm.
You alright?
Yeah. We were just watching for a while.
Good. Can't have our all cards shown at once, can we?
He probably kind of like looks around as he's essentially just kind of like crawling along the railing down with you. I should probably go find Toby.
That might be a good idea. I saw him heading off to the right before I started heading down. He
And
might be over there near Matthew.
He's probably just having fun.
Probably.
Although I should make sure he doesn't get too excited.
Yeah.
Hard to turn off that switch sometimes.
Yeah, then how about we keep that a little bit under control? That way he doesn't go overboard.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just hoping he hasn't seen our target.
I hope not. Also, don't make any moves on that one yet. It worries me he's not moving.
It's a smart move.
Mhm. That's what worries me.
He kind of looks around again. You've lost over half of your defense.
You are way too good at that, you know.
Tilts his head.
Keeping track of everyone. Every single person.
That's my job.
And you're great at it.
I feel like somebody's gonna be called for assistance here soon.
You know.
Would he actually? Oh my god, how much was he paying attention earlier before he joined in the fight? Hold up, I need to make a roll just to see if he
Oh, no.
noticed the dragon running around. You have a really high perception, don't you? Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
He is expert in that.
Oh no.
With max
This
stat.
might not go well for Cam.
You may want to go find your nephew.
You know, I was wondering why Cam was out here. That would explain why.
He held his own, for the most part.
Wait, what?
He'll point back and there's like, imagine there's probably like residue of cold breath back there somewhere.
Ah. You know? Yeah, this could oh,
He went underground.
Musty.
You'll have to find him.
okay. Very, very great. Alright. That's fine. I'll find him.
Okay.
You go, make sure Toby doesn't
Roll an emergency.
doesn't overexert himself.
Yeah, he'll nod and just kind of crawl off. As far as Jack knows, though, because he was kind of mid-combat when he actually left, he thinks that the kid's somewhere over here still.
You know.
So he doesn't know that he's actually run off at the moment.
Fuck. At that point, he would have started making it this way. So I'll just put him here. While stuff over here is happening with Cam's Artisan Dragon.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit. He's not gonna join in. He's just watching Toby.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Discord cut out.
Alright, we're waiting on. We're getting ready for the next panic thing.
Hello. Hi, I am ready
Oh,
to
boy.
die.
So you've been sitting there, you guys, sitting your back and forth. What the fucks, you know? Explaining situations for a second. You do actually hear, because I was making a joke, but that's actually what he's gonna do.
Oh, good.
Cam?
What?
He's not down there.
What do you mean he's not down there?
Yes.
I'm going.
I feel like
Going
Wrath
to-
hearing this kind of like sticks her head in the hole, like just trying to figure out where he went.
You're like the direwolf runs over and sticks there.
You're gonna look at Zarvis and go, "I'll be back," and takes off to go.
What?
Just-
What? What? Hold up! What?
She shot 40 feet in the air just to try and get an aerial view of what's happening now. She's like, "No."
I'm trying to sniff.
I. Like she's just going, like making sure he's not in the other holes.
Yeah.
I feel like the healing spirit would have been eventually moved over. It was taking 2 rounds to get there. Basically, he's still hurt. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think so,
Yeah, he is.
Well, it doesn't have much left, but I can give him what it's got.
He's down to, he's at 31 out of 90.
Yeah, heal the cleric. Heal the cleric.
Cleric.
Well, with the last bits, he heals for 17.
I feel like Cam never got to explain what she actually was doing out there.
Probably not, but by the fact that Noelle was yelling like he's not here. He might be able to piece together.
I feel like he's like looking at her, saw Amos coming up and going, oh no. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not good.
If Zarvis was still looking like towards Cam, I almost would have just walked up beside him.
Yeah. She's up in the air right now.
He's just going to lean over. She lost him, didn't she?
Well, you had a very angry dragon over there that might have snapped at him when she saw him out here.
Okay, to be fair, she's wrath for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like Cinder's trying to dig the hole.
He'll walk over to the hole. Kind of kneel down. Get his head, even with the hole. Mason. I don't know if you're able to hear me. I know dragons have decent hearing. I need you to come back to this hole, please.
Roll of persuasion.
Come on, Uncle Amos.
No, I will shit you not, that is a natural 20. -1. 19.
Okay. Oh.
He's being nice for now.
You know?
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like she had started going off this way because you would see what direction he kind of slinks back over from.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of slinks his way, kind of like peeks out a little bit from one of the tunnels that he's made.
And you can see what kind of shape he's in.
Not great!
No, it's not. I see you're having a bit of fun.
I just kind of looks down and slinks back a little bit.
I'm not going to yell at you because thank you for the help. But I would like you to at least try and get back to that building so you can get healed up. You're not looking too good. I appreciate all your help. What you did out here was a big help.
Don't tell my dad, please.
He almost just shakes his head. Tell him what?
Eh. Cam, you would see him kind of like crawl out of the hole.
Yeah. And
With Amos crouching next to the hole.
Yeah.
Cinder goes on and says Cinder's head still in the hole.
Okay, direwolf intelligence is not the best.
It's her intelligence. She's still trying to.
Oh, right. Oh,
Trying to
God. That's right. I forgot Wild Shape keeps mental states. Polymorph doesn't.
Found him. Noelle found him.
There is a very big sigh of relief. Unfortunately, Spencer is also walking over. And
Good.
probably has caught the tail end of that yelling that you had to yell across for.
Yeah.
Now do me a huge favor. Get him back and get him healed up.
Cam, all you see is Spencer just cross his arms and stare at you.
Listen. You try convincing him.
I did.
Alright, he likes you better than he likes me.
Amos will give Dragon Mason a side hug.
Yeah.
Please go get healed up.
I feel like he gets licked on the top of the head over top of the can. Because big direwolf.
Yep.
Be careful. And he'll kind of
I'll try.
just happy to see him.
Yeah, if Cam wants to stay out here, Noel will actually lead him back there. Make sure he gets
Yeah.
back.
Probably just to get a quick update of what the crap's going on, and then go from there.
So, I
around.
think Matthew's having fun with what's left on the other side.
Matthew's over there. Toby headed over there after we finished dealing with the front. Jack just headed over that way as I was coming down.
Yes, you can mend the doggo.
Okay, Doggo was useful. Please do mend Doggo. Doggo is actually
Alright.
big.
We have.
Yeah.
So the problem we have is the druids have fallen back to where the bird's at. And they still aren't moving.
I noticed that.
The
It
thing
worries
about this bird is he doesn't care about his forces. He's shown that multiple times. He only cares about the results.
But he's just standing there. He can see the results right now. He sees that things
Yes.
technically are a 50-50.
Well, here's the thing. If we
Not that
if we
high.
push,
No.
yeah, no. If we push him at any point like this, he's gonna have the upper hand. Guaranteed.
He's already
honest-
weakened us by quite a bit.
He has, and he'll repeat what Jack said. We've lost close to around 50% of our defenses.
Alright, so 50-50 is a bit.
Let me put it this way. You guys had a total between the soldiers that were there in town, what was found, and what came from the material plane. You had 350 allies. You're down to 130.
Yikes! Yikes.
That was just random soldiers, by the way.
I will say, we've dealt with everything fairly well, despite the casualties. I don't think this was a proper invasion. This was a test.
You think they're going to
I-
come at us again?
Yes.
Here's the thing. He could have brought the groups together into one location, put the clerics in a proper position, put the paladins in a proper position, had the siege monsters in a proper position. He could have had everything in a proper position and probably gotten better results pushing us, or even the same results, but he wanted to weaken us more than he did now. Doing what he did now spread us more thin to defend it. And he can just he's just gonna get more people. That's all he doesn't. He will sacrifice hundreds until he's sure he'll get the result he wants.
What does he even want? Just world domination or something? Chaos?
He wants a show of strength. He brought this city to its limits.
Guarantee you he's not going to let us rest up too well. Definitely not
Oh,
going to let us reinforce.
Oh, definitely not. But I agree with Ignis as well. Pushing him at this moment is not going to work in our favor.
Even if it does, I'm sure he has a way of getting out. He might not even stay, to be fair.
We don't have the luxury of a time limit this time.
No, we don't.
The only reason we did as well we didn't is because we knew it was coming.
We don't
And I'm sure
even
he's
know.
well aware of that.
We don't even know where we could possibly get reinforcements. Ruby is so far off.
Yeah, speaking of that,
Hmm?
Because Amos was able to see as far
He
as.
saw the kitsune that was in the
Yeah.
jail.
Speaking of which, one of the kitsunes with them is the one that was in the hills.
Nope.
So not only is she far off, I don't know how well getting reinforcements from there would be at the moment.
I don't know if it was her fault.
Well, unfortunately, our informant and communication with the Hells was the one that ran off. So if he did know anything, he never told us.
I can try and get in contact with Ruby, find out what's going on, but
Well, I highly doubt they took them out. We would have had that report come in at least.
yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
But I'm sure they're dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
Best case, she might be able to send some of her crew. But that's not a lot.
No.
Okay, brain is blanking on the druid's name, and I hate that it is.
Truly.
Thank you. Reach out to Tuli. Ask her what's going on there. She was a little bit more split off from everyone.
I have a pretty decent idea of what happened to Ruby, but I will ask Tuli for specifics. Give me one moment. And yeah, she'll cast sending to Tuli to try and find out what's going on.
It's not easy to explain in 25 words.
Yeah.
But the simplest way I can describe it is that they were caught off guard and attacked. So they're cleaning up the mess, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Someone broke her out because she couldn't use magic while she was down there.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm aware of that because I remember that very, very, very well.
Cam will explain this, just kind of still doing the stare thing, like
She does not say like that Ruby is not there. Obviously.
Compromised.
That would have been something she would have mentioned if that was the case. Technically there is one person gone, but it's not Ruby. Anyways.
you know, it's fine.
We could try recovering our strengths. See if he leaves or pushes.
That's honestly my best suggestion as well, actually.
I'm not saying this out of wanting to fight him today. I am not in any place, and neither is anyone else standing here. But are we really just going to let him go and come back at us again? We're just going to be trapped in a cycle.
Cinder or Ignis will kind of pipe into this. Yeah, here's the thing. We could push now. We might be able to defeat him. If we all siphon whatever we can, put all we got into it. But we will lose a lot of people doing it. Including any one of us. Or more. Is it worth sacrificing more people?
So,
Like I said, I'm not wanting to push for him. I'm just. For all we know, he'll be back in the morning because he has troops waiting off over the hill.
Then we'll be prepared for that.
We'll keep people on post and let people rest as they can, take shifts if they need to.
She'll nod.
I'll say, not that I doubt he doesn't have troops at the ready for another strike. Something is telling me this is just a show of strength, that he can destroy the city if he wanted.
Then why doesn't he?
Fear.
If he destroys everyone, he has no one to rule over.
That, and he
It's
might
done.
want to figure out where the rest of them went.
Exactly.
A lot of people left the city.
He might want that, or he also might not want to destroy the city entirely. This would be a good place for him to set up a defense himself, after all.
Exactly.
A wall like that damaged, and she points like to where it broke. He has druids. That's, I'm sure, very easy for them to fix.
What do you think, Kreh?
We honestly can't afford to take him on right now. Honestly, the more viable option I'm thinking is just checking how everything else is going out there right now.
I agree with that. Our best bet is to watch him, see what he does.
Maybe by then.
Could also just be waiting for us to break down. We can defend only for so long before people start giving up.
Like I said, trapped in a cycle.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of choices. We either go after him now, or we at least try to have a fighting chance tomorrow.
I'll be honest. I'd be more willing to risk it and go for a fighting chance tomorrow.
We could also... A lot of the civilians have already been evacuated, correct?
Yeah, the last of them left early this morning.
Worst case scenario, we have people who can remain hidden watching him, right? Taking shifts off of that. And then he starts pushing in. We use the city as an ambush point.
I also have an ability that I can kind of keep an eye on things without being in place.
That'd be useful. I was thinking though, if he wants, depending on what he wants, we could either defend somewhere in here, or in a more choke point kind of area. It would sacrifice and probably do damage to the city, but it would give us more cover and more defensible locations. while making them, any forces he brings has to go more inwards. And I'm thinking also of those dragons as well. They're gonna be pained if they couldn't fly. Where do we think the most defensible location would be inside the city if we used it instead of the walls?
Probably underground.
Would definitely eliminate the possibility of them coming up behind us.
And above.
Mhm.
Not without us hearing them first. You have to dig pretty deep to get down there.
Exactly. I think that might be more of our best bet if he intends to keep pushing. Honestly, I feel like if we didn't do what we did now, we wouldn't stand a chance if we tried that tactic beforehand. Just with what came from the front, that wouldn't have gone well.
Keep in mind, if he's been observing, he knows your abilities now.
He's been observing us for a while.
Okay, the spell was new to him, though.
That's right.
That was new to them too.
Yeah.
That's because he just finished it the day before.
Yeah, you know.
Surprise war tactic. Finish the thing the day before. And then hope like hell it works.
Even knowing what we can do, we have a general idea of what he can do as well. Not all of it, but that aura that can appear around it, that he can do it around him, that's gonna be an issue for any spellcasters.
Wait, what aura?
From what we can tell, it's like from what we were told, at least. I think wasn't it the showman who told them? Somebody told them.
Cam's mom.
Yeah.
Cam's mom, right. Cam's mom actually told us about this. He can silence an area, essentially, around him.
Oh, lovely.
She dealt with him before, along with Zarvis' father and Cinder and Ignis's mother.
Yeah, spells going in will work. I mean, like, you can cast it and go in, and he has to maintain concentration on it, so you can essentially beat it out of him. But
there is a downside to him using that.
mm-hmm.
Anything that uses magic over there can't use it either.
No, it doesn't affect him, at least. But I doubt it will. I'm assuming it'll affect the ones around him, so druids, stuff like that. I don't think it'll affect druids like Jomos and Alwyn, because he could do it in his beast shapes, it looked like.
Well, even then, to cast a spell, you still have to say something, even if it's in beast form.
He still has to make noise.
And there's also another issue. I'm hoping, I'm just guessing at this point. Concentrating on something means you can't concentrate on something else. So limit what he can do as well. Though he seems very apt with that bow.
So it's not necessarily a loss for him to do that.
I'm sure he's got close quarter abilities as well. He probably prefers the bow. It's not good to assume that he's not good at close quarters just because he has a bow.
Something tells me, however, if he does use that ability, the others know to steer well clear of him.
That might be an issue if they're in a tight quarter of space.
True.
Any idea
might
on
be
the
to her
range of
benefit.
that?
I think,
Uh,
hold on, I wrote it down, I think. Hang on.
I
Player,
don't.
I believe it was 60, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think all she said was like a big area. I think I gave you the player knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, player
Yeah,
knowledge, so Cam just knows that it's a rather large area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. Yeah, that's what I'm
The
mentioning.
60-foot radius, basically.
Yeah.
It's very, very large, apparently. That's all we know.
Yes.
So I would assume either he doesn't care if they lose their abilities, or they've got their own backup plans for it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, looks at Cinder. Druids are not exactly lost without their magic. Cinder bares teeth, like smiling.
I do also hate to point out another. Sorcerers have an ability that they don't need to speak.
Not all sorcerers.
Not all,
Yeah.
but few.
We don't know what those kitsune are capable of. I know one of them for sure, like you said. They're the one that we dealt with in the Nine Hells. They were similar to my fighting style.
Well, technically,
Punchy.
one that plays Nicholas didn't necessarily have to use spells either.
So there is no two of them.
But they did have that ability for, if that goes down, probably will change things.
Correction, we know a couple more of them as well, slightly. Or at least one other. He looks between Kreh and Zarvis.
Problem with those ones is weren't they using her abilities and stuff?
Not if her soul wasn't the one in the body.
True. I'm not
Is
sure how
there
that.
a check I can make to if I remember how hers worked?
To be fair, she also did tweak your doggo.
Yeah.
She is the one that took you over is also an artificer. She doesn't necessarily need magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
The one that took over the brother, because you were able
We didn't really fight
to
that one.
hear
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
hear some of the conversations, Kreh.
yeah.
You are aware that he is a sorcerer, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me double check that. You were aware of what he was, but let me double check that.
I mean, it makes sense as far as artificer replaces an artificer and sorcerer replaces a sorcerer.
Or he was something similar. He was similar enough that that's why they were able to play it off.
Mimic. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's the way to do it.
No, he is a Grave Domain cleric.
Oh shit.
Mm.
So he's
Oh, that's 'cause
essentially
he
the
was a
healer.
divine-
Right.
Wasn't it like the other one like a divine soul technically too because of the same soul shenanigans that Kreh had?
No,
The brother? No,
no,
it was a different story.
no. He's actually a Grave Domain cleric. He was the brother. Yes, he was a divine soul,
That's
so
what I was
he
saying.
had the healing stuff, which
So
is
that's
why.
it was similar enough.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Kreh, you are aware that he is some type of healer. I don't think that the actual class was mentioned,
Mm.
but I'm pretty sure if Kreh were to look out there, she might recognize the two of them and realize something. But you know, she hasn't looked yet, so
Yeah, like that's the distance to walk a peek over.
yeah, you got a scope.
Yeah. Wait, I have a scope on this thing.
Yeah, fucking Lucky's not gonna not
a
put a
rifle.
scope on the damn rifle.
It's a rifle with a broken range. I hope it has a scope.
That's
And you're not
How
iron
do you know
sighting
I don't
it.
have made from Black Butler eyes
God damn it!
in the sun?
I hope you're not iron sighting it with disadvantage.
Yeah, no, he essentially made you an actual sniper rifle with the scope and everything. Which is why the range was so high.
Kreh's gonna give the info she knows because I have no idea how to RP this without basically just rehashing everything that was said.
Yeah.
Fair.
So his abilities might be more magical based, but...
Yeah.
And then there's 2 shadow dragons.
Yeah, those don't need to worry about silence.
No, they don't.
No, they're also going to be the general issue. Not saying the rest of them aren't a big issue. It's just we've dealt with shadow dragons, and those are, well, not huge, still dangerous.
They can pack a lot in a punch at one time.
Hey, maybe it'll give you another chance to knock another one out with a stick.
You guys do a lot in a few weeks.
I am not feeling neither brave nor stupid.
You'll have no idea. Because she definitely heard.
I feel like Spencer's like been listening to you guys list off all the things that you've done. He's like, that's you guys literally were just in our town like 3 weeks ago. What the
Trust me, we know.
You have no
It's
idea,
been
which
a
is
long 3 weeks.
which is why the cycle thing is not very. It makes sense that we get stuck in the cycle, but also I'd rather not. We've been going for 3 weeks plus some.
The only good side to a cycle. We learn their weaknesses as well.
I say we rest, and he's still there in the morning. Maybe that's when we can try to approach. If he hasn't already sent something after us at that point.
I can keep watch for an hour. That's all I have for that particular ability, unfortunately.
Right.
Like I said, we'll take shifts. I'll send some guards, constantly posted. Hopefully nothing can sneak up on us.
Get those that are outside the walls back inside. If they're done dealing with
Oh yeah.
the, you know.
They'd be done by now.
Oh yeah,
Well,
player sees
technically,
lack of
it's been
tokens.
several rounds of you guys talking.
Mhm.
At this point, I feel like they just crawled over from under the poles. So you would see at least these three had come back.
Mhm.
I think Spencer would, or sorry, Matthew would have climbed up on a wall and just kind of like just
Yeah.
watching them now.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of holes in his coat.
That'd be technically going around this way. Yeah.
They're not advancing. No need for horses outside. Just on top of the wall to keep watch.
We'll be ready to move if they do. That's all we can do.
Exactly.
Mm. All right. So, who needs to rest first?
You all took a beating and Zarvis flew over a wall.
Correction, I was thrown by a kraken.
That.
That doesn't make it
Yeah.
any better. I hope you understand.
I mean, I'm fine, technically. I didn't use a lot of my spells, and I didn't get hit a lot. I mostly took damage because of the ring.
You know, I can activate that too.
Yes, I know, I'm aware. Still.
I am going to not go sleep. I'm going to rest. Just it. For the time being.
I'm gonna go an hour.
In player terms, he's taking a short rest, spending hit die and arcane recovery.
I can technically sort of rest while concentrating on the spell. It's complicated, it's new.
I feel like Spencer kind of glances back. Good news, we do have some extra forces.
Oh, right. Looks at Zara's. Looks like they things worked out there.
Yeah, my dad's pretty convincing.
Yeah, but then there's a downside, though.
Mom's not going to be happy about that if she finds out.
And if I'm not mistaken, she was part of the druid force who retreated back to the bird.
Right. Oh yeah, Mom's here. He's gonna look at Cam.
She's just looking at him like, yes, thank you so very much.
A lot of people from the past that were there, we noticed.
Who
Some-
else did I miss in saying hello to?
I feel like as soon as Cam looks over at Cinder, Zaris does the whole no. No emotions.
I mean, there's. Wait. She tries to think now.
Look,
Different kitsunes.
Alright. How did he get a crack in here?
odds are
I
even.
don't know.
Even.
It just kind of appeared.
Nicholas,
Fire?
I don't know.
Yes.
You chose this. I
I
want to remind you. I want to warn you this.
I understand.
Guys, she's not an idiot. Krakens are creatures of the sea usually, correct, Cam?
Yes, which is why I'm wondering how it got all the way here.
They're also sometimes patrons for warlocks.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, don't worry, him and the Kraken are gone.
There might
Okay.
have been a reason he threw me.
Try to throw me.
He was
But-
dead. You all said he was dead, right?
We never said he was dead. The showman left him for dead.
Cinder goes, technically he died again.
Turn to
Something-
water.
Turn to
Well,
water?
As did the Kraken.
Technically, he did die because my one thing only works when someone dies around 30 feet of me or kindling here. So, technically died, but the body's gone. Along with everything with it.
Yeah, that was their siege. That was their siege stuff. A Kraken,
Yeah.
him, and 2 giant water scorpions.
The one was not exactly graceful and nice.
Neither of
First
them
of
were.
all, how are
No, they
any
weren't.
of you still standing? Second of all, why didn't anyone tell me Shaxus was outside the wall?
Because I
you were-
didn't want you to run over
Bingo.
For one,
and
I'm
get
standing because we're healed.
upset that he started targeting me after a little while.
Congratulations, I'm upset.
I did
No.
kind of punch him in the face, to be fair.
Which was completely fair. It was also my fault.
I mean, also to be fair, I didn't really think to tell you because you said you weren't going to be in the fight.
I originally was not. No. I don't even.
And I was also focused on healing and not letting people fall.
And honestly, I would have gone down a long time ago if something didn't keep me healed.
Thank you.
Well,
First of all,
We would also been thrown over the wall if it wasn't for Cinder's little dragon's teleportation thing.
Mm.
Killing chairs.
Yeah, at one point he had 3 of us.
Cam's just rubbing her temples, listening to all of this.
Don't worry, if it makes you feel any better, Cam, what I've been working on the last... I don't even know how long anymore. It worked.
What did you do?
Congratulations.
That was really cool. How?
I know, the fire genasi that uses only fire shit wants to learn how to do ice.
She's like, I've never seen that spell before. I don't know that spell. What is that spell? That's new.
It is not a normal spell. That started out at what was a scroll of fireball.
That was not fire.
It was not, you're correct. After weeks struggling to figure out how to transmute the fire runes to ice in the spell, it became that.
And a component with some help from his nephew.
That is also true.
You're really smart.
Kind of pulls out the scale. There was a 5th dragon here helping us today.
I'm just glad you all are okay.
I want to suggest getting the most injured closer to the heading down.
Looks at Spencer.
What?
You need to take time to recover too.
I've seen that look before she hit Cam. You might want to start moving.
I do have orders to give out.
You can give orders. Just take time to recover. You did get revived.
Oh no.
You have to say that out loud.
Yes. They care about you too, you know.
She's not wrong.
Cinder nods. I can take a moment to heal you. Won't take long. I gotta follow you.
And Vance made sure to smack me from healing. Kind of rubs his shoulder.
Fair. I mean, that's...
He cast
not
actual
normally
heal
how
on
I
him. But
Nice.
That's not normally how I would heal people, but that works, I suppose.
I think he was upset I ran off.
As most people that are trying to heal you would be.
Also, quick side note. I went ahead and rolled my hit die. You know how upset I am that I am 1 point short of max? I used 4 hit die. Got a total of 21 hit points back. I'm at 76 or 77. But I did regain a 2nd level and a 3rd level spell slot.
Anyone want a side comic relief I just thought of?
Oh,
I also have a comic relief.
Uh-oh.
I think it's the same area. It's fine. You can move the token.
Oh no.
I was looking at this and like, oh, she ran a magic school. She'd be looking at Matthew fascinated. This little tiny bunny rabbit is just, woo.
Purple tentacle shiny man.
Well, you're tiny.
That's why they call me Teeny.
Accurate. Why are you staring at me?
Because your magic is interesting.
And also dangerous.
I like
Very,
dangerous.
very dangerous. This is fair. This is very fair.
I like dangerous. The fuck you say?
Can I study
I
it?
mean,
Can I study? Can I study? And she's like hopping.
I can tell you exactly what it is. It's a curse. And if it wasn't for certain conditions, I would be dead.
The interest is now peaked more. Oh.
GG Matthew, you've given the bunny a hyperfixation on your magic.
I can give you more after this is done. Oh, that's not.
All right. This will be good to
Very
take back
well.
to the school when I get.
It does turn out to be
Teach
most
the
useful, in
children.
fact, which is the scariest.
Hop, hop, hop. She's like mumbling, like I could teach them about curses.
Oh god, no, no, no.
This is a
Leans to the
teacher.
guard. He's gonna lean to the guard.
Maybe I should have told her that this is literally would have killed me in weeks. Eh, it also gets rid of any form of compassion, sympathy, you know, those emotions.
He looks at like the mangled bodies on the ground.
Takes a step to the side.
Towards the tiefling, who's probably just as sadistic.
Oh yeah, she's been listening. She's gonna look at him and just kind of give this big, like, fang, toothy grin. He suddenly regrets where he's standing.
My dude, you chose this path.
He didn't choose that path. Matthew walked
That's
him.
smart.
That's true.
That's fair.
Matthew boxed him in.
My only regret is I don't have more explosives.
Wait, he notices everyone else has like been moved forward at this point. He's like, the temptation for him to just detonate what's remaining is like, I want to, but I won't. Not yet.
I just.
He's not sure how many are remaining. He's just like, no. He might eventually come down from the wall, but he's currently just
Mhm.
sitting, watching the bird.
That's fair. Just
Yeah.
moving people around, don't mind me. I gotta move them to places.
Bye, Amos.
Bye, Amos!
Where you going?
The moms come down, they look to see that you're all alive, and you hear Garnet go, I need a drink! Before we continue.
That
I would like to point
is.
out. Sorry, go ahead.
She's just like, just no response
I would
past
like
that point.
Yeah.
that is that I just
And your mom's just, like, calmly walking and following behind her. She's like, this is normal.
Your mom walk in with her, and she's just like, I have a very different new level of respect for my mother and what she's probably put up with in life.
Oh, jeez.
When you've dealt with enough bullshit to where you walk calmly into the bar and you ain't even gotta say you gonna need a drink. You just walk calmly into the bar.
Mhm.
And then there's Cinder and Ignis's mom. I need a fucking drink after that bullshit.
Yeah.
Just, I need a
Probably belongs
drink.
so well, the yin and yang aspects of everything. Extremely calm, extremely excited. There is no between.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought about an awkward
I will-
conversation.
Speaking of awkward conversations, yeah, he not being subtle about it. When Spencer's dad walked past, he kind of like glared at him on the way past, and then kept going. That's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
You know what the other awkward conversation is? Sister.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna attempt to RP that. That's
That-
a lot of NPC moment. And
Oh,
I'm not good at that.
Boy. Half sister. To the two fire chassis.
Oh yeah, that's Zarvus gonna
That's gonna be an
slowly
awkward
introduce
combo.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I just had to think about I was like, oh, wait, right, that's ours' sister. Oh shit.
hmm
Be glad that no one's paying attention to Ignis. It's fine.
That's fine. I'm sure.
The realization.
Say this, but actually, you're right.
Oh, actually, you're right.
That moment, Wrath is more comfortable in her dragon form.
You know?
She's probably like laying down or something at this point, just keeping an eye out.
Mhm.
Get like a wave from Garrett.
Mhm.
They don't look that bad off, but Alwyn also kept them pretty full health.
Yeah.
You might be running low on the high level spells. It's fine.
Fair. Very fair. Which is why I went ahead and recovered that third level and a second level with the in recovery. Because I had one third level left. Need a couple of those for something.
Yeah, Estelle will probably just ask you for like a briefing on what the plan is. Basically.
He would essentially go through what the group had decided as far as we're gonna wait, we're gonna try and rest, we're gonna see if they move. If they don't move, we're waiting until tomorrow, and then seeing how everything is. But if they do move, we might be screwed.
Good news is she's the logic one and understands it.
Fair.
Wrath kind of
Wrath,
outs.
yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Logic. Silence observing. Murder.
Yes. Oh my god.
Mellow.
Logic,
Rapture
logic,
violence.
silence.
No, more like logic,
Violence.
mellow, Violence, yeah.
Raph woke up this morning and chose violence.
Wrath wakes up every morning and chooses violence.
Yeah, you know.
Wrath is violence.
Zarvis is going to reluctantly go over to his dad.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Being
Yeah.
pissed off.
That's fine.
Just kind of give him a wave,
Cam
like,
would follow, but that
Come on.
seems like a conversation she does not need to be part of yet.
Oh, yeah, considering he hasn't told Dad about their newfound
Cam
thing.
hasn't told Mom, so no.
Hey
I
dad, hey
Nobody's
sis,
told anybody.
fiance.
feel like Cinder's
Cam-
just gonna sit down somewhere and just rest.
That's fair. He'll sit with you.
She doesn't care where she sits. She's just like, I'll take a short rest. It's fine. She's actually not that bad off. She's like only like 87 out of 111.
Oh hell yeah, that's not bad. I was sitting at 55,
Vance,
so I decided hit die was a thing.
yeah, Vance will offer healing if people need it, though. Now that he's walked up.
Yeah, I would say
Wow,
Kreh's
shit.
good for the moment.
Heal up.
But
Kindling.
Cam's okay. I think like a couple of rolls of hit dice, she'll be fine.
Mhm.
I'll be fine after some rest. I think what did Ignis end up at? She ended up at 78 from going all the way down to 16.
You know?
yeah,
Between Zarvis and Cinder healing her, she was, yeah.
right.
How's Kara looking?
She's not bloodied.
That's a worse spot. She's not bloody. I like that response.
Okay.
You know?
She's at like 62 out of 92 because my brain actually remembered. Right, I was at here because I remembered how just odd it was that I lost this exact amount of health.
You know?
Yeah. Spencer's probably just gonna make sure everybody's doing their job and then go rest. I feel like he's being scolded by Ignis the entire time.
Death glare.
It's fine. I'm sure. I have rolled 2 1s for her healing.
Oh no.
Ooh.
You
I'll
know,
spend 1 more die. Okay. She's almost at full. She's 2 away.
Hey, welcome to the less than 5 away from max.
I
You
know.
know.
Use cinders. I also get all my key points back, which is the main thing.
Fair.
No, fair.
Shit, none of that.
See.
funny.
Friend.
Friend.
Family. Family.
Well, that was an amazing hit die roll I just rolled.
Oh.
Decided to burn 4 of the fucking things. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. And that's a 3.
Yeah, he's probably actually more like hanging off of you or something at this point.
It's fine.
The explanations of who is this to family.
Everyone, this is Jack. Jack, this is
Hey, I'm back at full.
everyone.
Cinder.
Pleasure
No, over here.
to meet you. I feel like she kind of adjusts her glasses and just kind of examines him a bit. Interesting.
Very helpful in taking out what I had to deal with in front. him and Toby both nod behind
Yeah.
other sister, because
He's
Toby may be behind a corner,
Yeah,
but
no,
Shadow Creature is not.
he technically it would be. He's calmed down, so now he's kind of like doing that shy thing again.
Mm-hmm. You can come over, Toby. No one's going to do anything to you over here.
He will dismiss the shadow creature and then walk over.
Amos is just sitting at this point.
Yeah. I feel like your sister is trying to figure out what Jack is.
You know, I see it.
Because clearly not normal anymore.
No,
No,
you don't
it's
say.
fine. No, I'm sure it's normal.
Hmm?
I like how Owen's trying to mouse again.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Mhm.
eventually crawled his way up there as a mouse.
It's fine. I'm sure he's like now on his back, like laying down, like bored.
Hmm?
He had fun.
So wait, Matthew's laying down? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Alwyn's gonna like sit on his chest and poke him.
What?
You know you can go inside to rest, right?
But I'll miss the fun. No, wait, no, when I'm fast. Okay. He pushes him down, lets him fall. He's holding the mouse, so the mouse doesn't fall.
Why am I imagining like G? Why am I imagining,
Okay,
like,
to
G-force
be
and the mouse
fair-
just...
To be fair, he used to sit on Xander and Lucky's shoulder a lot, so he's actually probably used to that.
Yeah.
Fair.
I feel like the guard just watched Matthew just fucking plummet.
It's like, Maybe it was weird people.
Dudes, did you see that guy?
Just walks up behind Cam.
Oh no.
Hi. You're still this.
I'm gonna stop using the voice changer because it's being a butt. Anyways,
I gotcha.
what's up? How was your fun?
Fun.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I had fun. She sees him just like full of like holes in the clothes and slash marks, but there's like no wound on him.
Yeah, you know? That's fine.
I'm sure.
That's fine.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine. I feel like Matthew sees them start walking up. You got popcorn?
No.
She just looks at him like, do I look like I have snacks on me right now?
Yeah. I feel like he's more just making sure you can still fight.
I feel like Cinder just like looks up.
Hi.
Hello.
You two are my sisters then?
Seems so.
She Looks over at Caleb, who's just giving her that look of be nice. Which I feel like Cam has seen that look from her dad.
Yeah. Ew.
Like, kindling, like sneaking up on her, like sniffing.
Hmm?
I'm Cinder, and that's kindling. Ignis.
You know.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm just kind of
She
mumbling.
gives her a big just gives her a big smile. Ignis is watching her.
So she's like mumbling. Daddy walks over. Speak up. Sorry.
So good.
I feel like Zara's sees exactly the expression in Cinder. And a little bit of wiggle.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
She wants the hug.
Immediately steps more towards the building.
She's gonna attempt to tackle hug.
'Cause
He's like, I've seen that from Garnet.
I feel like Cam is just sitting there and just trying not to laugh as she sees both boys immediately step aside. Like, nope.
yeah, she's like, yeah, smart.
What is you know? Attempted to not get tackled stats. Oh. Oh, what are you good at, child? Ah! It's wonderful and everything. Okay.
You know,
Fucking ranger not proficient in acro.
Mm,
You know?
it's almost as bad as a ranger not being proficient with nature.
That's an 8.
Oh no.
and big hug.
Oh. uh,
She's
awkwardly pats.
Ignis will go, she's quick to forgive. And very fond of hugging.
Good to know.
She'll stop the hug and kind of smile at her. And I don't blame you. I think that's like as best as you get from Ignis of like, I accept your apology kind of thing.
Yeah. My rangers will help anything else that comes, but don't expect me to go after my mother.
We wouldn't ask that of you. I know that's difficult.
Yeah, she's not gonna be happy.
I feel like Ignis just mumble something in Primordial.
You know.
This is the second parent she's seen not be happy with somebody.
I'm gonna go. Find somewhere to rest.
She'll point. She'll kind of give a general idea, like where, like point where the tavern is. She wants a place to sit.
Hmm.
Or on like the ground where she was sitting, basically.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you two.
Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you.
You get the feeling she's not sure if it was yet.
Fair.
Nope.
There might be some slight, like, she's not sure if this was the right decision attitude.
Fair response.
Because mom?
Yeah.
Cinder looks at Zarvis. I like her.
It's gonna take her some getting used to. She's still got some grudges, I'm sure, and Aaron wasn't always mean to her, but I'm sure that'll change. You alright?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
We'll insight that.
Fair response.
Your insights are awesome.
Right.
Okay.
Good enough. I'll give you that much. Probably that.
That's a 27.
Then that's a 6 minus 1. 5. There's something. There's definitely something at least on her mind.
I'm gonna go somewhere and talk about it. As we've all learned, we're all wonderful at lying.
The family trait.
Apparently. Your dad's horrible at it.
Somewhere private. You two stay. She points to Haku and Cinder. Enjoy your time. Rest. She'll sit back down. Kind of looking a little worried about, well, Ignis, but she's going with Zarvis, so
Yeah.
she'll follow Zarvis wherever he ends up walking off to.
Yeah, probably just kind of go back here. Nobody really is at. So... what's on your mind?
Stressful situation. Just a stressful situation, that's all. It's... none of it's good.
No, it's not. You're talking about the war, you're talking about, in general, about something else.
I was talking more about the war, but I have a feeling I may have caused an issue. Not that I disagree with what I did, and I would do it again, but I feel like I caused an issue.
You want to elaborate on that?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
No, I kind of curious now.
When I popped up the wall, and I looked on the side of your sister and all them, I saw the tail end of 2 revives. One on Nicholas, one on Vance. Or sorry, one on Spencer.
Mhm.
Only heard a bit of conversation, more tail end of it, But first I saw Spencer talking with his father, and then the gist of it seemed like, from what I gathered more from Vance's yelling outwards, was more like that his father sent him out to fight immediately after being revived. And I kind of stopped him from just running right into a fight again.
Joys of parental expectations.
To be honest, I kind of want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I would not recommend that.
That's why I haven't. Well, not that it would have, but that it is a bad idea. I don't act upon aggression immediately. I do think things out a little bit at least.
Well,
I just hope I didn't cause too much issue. I was trying to think logically why send someone who just got back up into the fight before recovering. But I'm gonna at least get him healed a little bit, you know?
How do I describe it? From what it sounds like, Spencer follows orders like he's supposed to, which sounds about right for a noble kid. At least one that listens.
And he does.
Without always thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
I wasn't so different in a lot of ways.
I just don't want it to be worse on him just because he actually thought about healing up before walking into the fight again.
Oh, he didn't go to the fight though, he came over to us.
That's because he talked with Matthew and then seemed to think that he was not necessarily needed, or imagine.
That may not matter. If he was told to go somewhere, he didn't go. Some parents are like that. Welcome to the logic of some nobles.
I disagree and dislike it 100%.
Not all of them are terrible, but the majority of them can be like that, yeah. I mean, you saw those elven brats.
Don't remind me. I am still only partially upset that Matthew let one walk away.
Yeah. I get the feeling if Cam hadn't asked him to let Killjoy go, he wouldn't have.
Too forgiving sometimes, or at least too much to not want violence. I worried for her.
Yeah. He tends to not share things when he's troubled.
I noticed.
Unless you bug her enough.
I guess I'd bug her more then.
Eh.
Or we still Cinder do more.
can usually get her to talk, but sometimes she has her moments.
Or not. I feel like I should make sure I didn't. I don't know. Check in and make sure I didn't really mess up, I suppose.
Might want to give it a minute in case they decided to talk.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. She's kind of like, just like looking at like where it went, where they went, basically,
Mm.
or where he, because I imagine she saw him kind of go in this general direction at least.
Yeah, yeah. He did technically go
assuming-
over here, but I just put him here for now because that's where he's gonna end up. Mhm.
Yeah. So she's like looking basically at where, and she's like, maybe I'll just wait here and check on them afterwards. Make sure I didn't.
Well, look at it this way. He knows the choice he made. I highly doubt he's not prepared for it.
Yeah, I kind of forced it, I feel. Took a lot of talking to even get him to stop. And Vance hitting him in the back of the head if I was slapped and assisted that as well.
Sounds like siblings.
I need to slap my siblings more. She looks at him!
I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on the circumstance.
If you do something dumb, I might bop you.
I will keep that in mind.
She'll kind of pat him on the shoulder. It's not you that I worry about. You at least, for the most part, have your head on your shoulders.
Well, for now, can we keep the ring thing under wraps? I'm kind of waiting till things calm down to tell Dad.
What ring thing?
Yeah, thanks.
I don't think Cinder noticed, at least.
Yeah, that's the one I'm worried about.
She's observant, but she's not observant necessarily to those types of details. She's more broad scope.
Oh, good
She'll
news,
pay attention.
Kim wears a lot of jewelry usually, so you may not
Yeah.
pay much mind to it.
She would definitely, it would be lost in that. She pays attention that there's a threat and stuff like that, but she doesn't necessarily pay attention to, she wouldn't pay attention to that. I'm more of the people orientated. It's funny what staring at memories for nights on end would do.
Fair.
Because when you're just stuck in the head and you have nothing else to do, you go through memories.
Bit of advice when you do go talk to him. Try to keep in mind that he's probably going to pretend nothing happened.
I'm very well aware he will. It seems to be a trait a lot of people have.
Learning how to fake it sometimes, even when you're not always mentally there.
Yeah. I would say you need some sleep, but you don't sleep.
No. I'm gonna go make
That-
sure Cam does, though.
We kind of left her with Matthew.
Oh.
I need to. I'm gonna. He will run back. Does anything happen?
Back.
Huh?
She'll probably do the mislead thing to go keep watch for that hour while he's gone.
There.
She's just invisible here.
Probably go tuck herself somewhere else, not next to Matthew, and then go.
Where did she
illusionary.
go?
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't see her and then just kind of goes looking.
I feel like Matthew, like, she is in two places at once.
You see into invisibility?
Well, he probably watched you go, and then all of a sudden
Poof.
probably saw something. He's like, that's something that happened.
Yeah.
You did mention
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's seen someone else use that spell. It's fine.
Imagine he probably looks for a bit and then just checks in to make sure she's at least okay over earring.
Yeah, she'll probably, like, let him know, like, I've tucked myself away somewhere, like, in the inn. I will reappear in about an hour.
I will be with Kreh downstairs if you need me.
Yep.
Making sure she's okay. By making sure if she needs heals and things like that. Because daddy, worried baby.
That's fine.
Sorry, bad timing
I
on
feel
mute.
like Matthew
Hi.
wants to poke the purple dragon.
Oh no.
That might not be a good idea.
I feel like no one's telling him that.
I feel like he sees this and just immediately knows, like, no, you really, really don't want to do that.
But it's so pokeable.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the angry one. That's not a good idea. Maybe one of the other two.
He looks at him with a smile.
I feel like she would eventually fly up, but I feel like Matthew might do something before she does. If he doesn't, she's gonna leave and go fly up onto the rocks or something.
Not the Raph, because he said not the he said not her, but the other ones. So he sets her down. He sets all one down,
Oh no.
and then goes invisible.
Yeah, he's probably leaning up against a wall. She's still essentially interrogating poor Jack. Trying to figure him out.
Odds are even, Jay.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Jesus Christ. Hi, fuck, it's an odd question. Matthew's an oddball. We'll go even.
Oh!
2 odds make an even.
3 lefts make a right.
Oh, it's an even. So he's going to sneak up behind Estelle.
Oh no. Estelle's gonna shoot him.
That's fine.
She's not good in close combat. Well, in human form.
So we're just gonna roll a stealth check for Matthew. Fuck, he's gone apparently.
Never mind, her passive would not be high enough.
New campaign. Who dis?
31 apparently.
Oh yeah, no,
Maybe
her
this.
passive is not that high.
Said, oh wait, hold on, wrong one.
I made a wrong turn. You're in the back.
He's
gate.
technically an
Well,
Elendar,
there-
but he and Lucky, I imagine, are still in their travel period
Yeah,
of exploring and occasionally visiting.
he's gonna poke her on the shoulder with one of the tentacles. Like just boop, boop.
Just look over her shoulder. Is he
He'll
still
move over.
invisible?
Yeah. And he'll poke her in the side. He's just
You alright
annoying
there,
enough.
Estelle?
There's something that keeps touching me.
Amos rolls his eyes, takes a deep breath.
Fun fact.
Matthew.
The fun fact, Toby is just staring at you, Matthew.
You drop
Yeah.
invisibility at this point.
I would say Amos just rolled his eyes and took a deep breath. Matthew.
What? I was told I couldn't poke the purple ones, so I poked the other ones.
Oh yeah, please do not poke her.
What's she gonna do? Kill me?
Probably.
She'll make you a snack first.
Eh. I'd survive.
You'd be a chew toy for a while.
She'd get tired eventually.
I don't think she will.
Everything
I
does.
really... Just say that. The dragon's the embodiment of wrath.
And I'm the embodiment of can't die. Your point?
You two would get along so well.
I imagine Amos has picked up on the whole. There's no wounds.
Yeah. He's also just... He's just sitting there at this point with those two beside him. Well, one clinging to him and the other hiding kind of behind him.
Behind him, yeah.
He looks at Toby. You did real well. I like that one.
They both did very well.
I didn't see everyone in action, unfortunately. But, you know.
Probably a good thing. Because neither did it, neither did the thing he attacked it first.
Ah, the stealthy ones. Always watch out for those ones. I look behind him and at Garrett and go, hello.
Waves.
Meet the crazy one we sicked on the clerics.
There's now more of them, technically.
You say that, and Garrett kind of does like the applaud clap. Like the nice kind of clap.
And by more of them, I'm assuming you mean more pieces of them.
Ah, yes. Division.
That'd be multiplying by dividing.
Exactly.
That's going to take a while to clean up out there.
It is messy.
Well, some I did beat to death with their other own arms. That's just the point.
Don't say it, Jay. Amos is not that character to say you gave him a hand. Okay. As I hold that in for in character saying you just gave him a hand.
Oh.
Exactly. Why do you think I was like, Jay, don't say it. Don't say it in character. Don't say it in character. He's not that type of character. He is not a bard.
Toby is.
Fair. Yeah, Toby's
Because he would be the one that would probably say, he just gave him a hand. Just shrugs.
Almost looks like he's about to say something to Toby, and then he's like, forget it. Never mind.
Yeah, to be fair.
I'm too
I came over here
tired.
'cause I've never seen dragons this up close before.
Yeah, some of us prefer a more normal life.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the last dragon I technically got real close to was really big. Probably bigger than the city. Almost the biggest city.
Which dragon was this?
I mean, I don't know if he was technically a dragon. He called himself. He looked like a dragon. He had like a lot of wings. He was a real dick. Trying to kill us all.
The player is derping. Wait, hold up.
The judge.
The reality dragon judge. Yeah.
Oh.
Judge's final form.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to think about it. I was like, wait, did we
Yeah.
ever fight it?
I was sitting here thinking.
We
about
did
that. I was
fight a
like, wait minute.
dragon
Wait
at
a
one
minute.
point. So I remember we
yeah.
had to go
Mhm.
to Elendar to do
That's
that, but
I don't think Matthew's ever been near a dragon until that point.
yeah.
Well, since you're here,
Hmm.
meet my actual family. Or two of the however fucking many there are.
Well,
Nice.
there's
Their bloodline
father,
was weird.
and there's 6 of us that interact and 1 that doesn't.
And then one in a building over there. That's Wrath scared the shit out of, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's not great with kids, as we figured out very quickly.
I see that.
Mm. Drugs. Some people are, some people aren't.
Well, she's
You
not
know-
a patient person, so children are not her forte because of that.
That's. I met a person that wasn't exactly patient. They were pretty decent with kids, at least, though.
I guess sometimes they are.
Though he was also very protective.
Amos
like-
looks over at him. Which one of them are you talking?
Ah, the dog.
Right. That one.
He was not very patient of a person. Let's be honest.
No, he wasn't.
Listen.
He was with kids, just not with people.
He wa- Yeah,
Oh,
he had a limit, and it ended with kids.
Yeah, it did. And being afraid of his wife.
uh-huh.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's good to point out your bird friend's boring.
Yeah, well. We're certain to think he may have just been testing the city.
I mean,
If he wanted to kill us all, he would have attacked at a focal point.
yeah, that's the typical way you would do it.
But it's more damaging to
predictable way.
separate her.
Exactly. More of a show of power and possibility of ensuing fear.
Especially when you don't care about people.
That too.
Like, I've seen those types. I'm down with those types.
This is her.
Anyways, he looks back where he left Owen.
Probably doing mouse things. I don't know what I'm. Just sitting
You
there
found
waiting.
Cheese.
No, I imagine he's
I
doing
don't know
like.
why that was the first thing that came to
I imagine
mind.
he's doing like the little like cute cleaning thing. The like rub it behind the ears and stuff. Like
Trying to look like normal mouse.
he's just waiting patiently for Matthew to come back.
That's fair. On the good news, I do have a conscience, technically. It's just in the form of somebody else telling me what not to do.
I don't think an exterior person counts as a conscience. Conscience is
Oh,
usually in the
that's
back of
like
your
a-
head.
That's not
That's-
something you always want to listen to.
Mine's currently gone.
Player has to ask which one of them said it.
That was Jack. It's like that's not always good to listen to.
Trust me on this one, Jack. This is probably a voice he should listen to.
If we listened to that
Conditions
voice, then we would
currently.
be going and fighting the bird.
Yeah.
No, not that voice. He's talking about the mouse over there. That's his conscience.
Makes
Give him a
sense to
suit.
me.
This is
Okay, to be fair, Ace was these boys' conscience, and right now you are.
I know.
Which is
I
not
know.
not necessarily the best conscience, but they at least had somebody telling them no.
Look, talk about not the best conscience. I'm not the best conscience right now.
You're fine until you rest.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
I think our best plan either way is recover what we can and see what he does. Let him show his hand first.
If he does start approaching, I think it might be best to move those who are still not in the best fighting condition. Start moving them towards the lower levels.
Definitely.
That way those who are still fighting fit can fire off shots or hit them with things as they run back towards it.
You can use that as a funneling point then.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, if you need things to hold them back, I can hold them back as best I can. I can fall back last, essentially.
I don't doubt you'll be able to.
Yeah, you could cut off my head and I just regrow it. That's fine.
You know,
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
be careful, by the way, as far as with who you're around. I know there's some people that are very eager to learn about certain aspects.
Oh,
They don't want to know about this.
She's full attention from sister.
Wait, what?
She's writing notes.
About Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no afraid. It's a curse.
Good to know.
And it will kill people.
That.
Writes down. So
To be fair, though, I think even before this actually became an apparent thing, you were already killing people.
No, I meant it more would kill me. If it wasn't for certain things.
Ah, gotcha.
Luckily, it hasn't. But I don't know if I go further, if it will continue. So I'm not going to go further. We're just going to stay right where I'm at. That's kind of what Alwyn's trying to keep me doing.
Good. Good. At least somebody's trying to keep some sort of sense in that head of yours.
Oh. And I'll keep you in the loop as well, since I've already told you this before. Talked with him a little bit more, or talked with a family, technically. They did something to Lucky. I don't know what.
Oh, great.
He does not remember he doesn't remember who people are.
Oh, great.
Who his family, friends. And has to be forced to eat and sleep. That's fun. That's making me happy.
Great. Alright. That's
Whatever
fine.
happened to like criminals who actually had like a code of honor?
You guys are talking. These two are just kind of like looking at each other because they hadn't heard about Lucky coming back yet.
Right. Lucky's back. Sort of.
Yeah.
Boss won't be happy to hear that they lied.
No, he won't.
No, I imagine he won't. But it is what it is at the moment.
We'll deal with that when we get to it.
Yeah.
Or more. You'll deal with the majority of it, looking at Matthew, since you've already said you would.
It'll take time to look around for those two. They're
Yeah.
probably buried like fucking moles.
Doesn't help
But
one of
you
them's
know
a
how to get-
demigod.
You know how to get moles out of the ground, right? You just get rid of the ground.
Oddly effective method.
That was Jack again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's Matthew, like, if they're hiding in like a criminal networks or whatever, I get rid of those. Wash them out.
Okay, as much as he's making sense, Jack, please, for the love of everything, please don't follow this man's lead.
Well, if it helps, they don't know where the city is.
That is a good thing. That is a very good thing.
Yes, very good.
However, they are aware of what plane it's on, so they may
Be searching.
be certain.
Well, I'm gonna go take a very long nap.
You do that. We'll alert you if anything changes.
I think I'll hear it. I'm gonna be just laying in the middle of the street over there.
Okay, this is fair.
What are people gonna do? Stab me in my sleep?
Possibly.
I hear the grass is
Oh.
a bit. I hear the dirt and stuff is more comfortable than the sidewalk.
Eh. I've slept in worse places. And if I get stabbed, then I can stab whoever's stabbing me.
Owls just kind of lowers his head and just shakes his head.
He's like, if I'm here, they can't sneak past me because I'm here.
I see why the boss likes it.
Yeah. Which is also a scary thought at the same time.
Anyone the boss likes is a scary thought.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice.
You're also in that category. Remember that.
I realize that.
I think the worst part is, too, Matthew's like, I don't have very many things of value. Anything that does will probably explode anyways. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I'm gonna stab this person. Stabs an explosive. Oh no.
I think he's used up most majority of his stuff, to be fair, because he probably just got tired of them healing.
Okay, I have to address what Drag said in chat real quick. To be fair, if you lay your body perfectly on spikes, doling out body weight, you can lay on them without them piercing you.
That's fair.
And it is a form of comfort.
I have seen Chris Angel before.
Do
I'm
not
not
swan
Chris
dive
Angel.
into a spike pit, however.
Hey, don't do that.
No.
Either way.
The real
Wait.
skill is missing every spike.
Or you think you missed them. They just...
I just turn into water and I just miss all of them.
That's Shaxus.
Wait.
No, he turns into water after hitting all of them. It's
Be fair,
after
sir.
effect.
Yes.
She's eventually gonna go off and do things.
Do science person things.
Well, she's gonna study, like, you know, the damage and things like that.
Yeah,
Do, like, mathematical calculations of what can still withstand things.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because that's just... Some of them are classes, some of them are just dragon skills.
There. I feel like the way Matthews does himself, he just like sit up and look at the wall.
I just had a thought, and Amos would have had this thought as well. He's going to sit there for a moment, and then remember which way the bird is.
Yeah.
He's going to look at Garrett. I hate to ask you this, but pointing the opposite direction away from the city. Can you do a quick fly around in that direction and make sure there's no other forces waiting? If we go engage the bird, they won't come from behind the city.
He will nod. Kind of boop.
Player had that thought, and Amos would have had that thought as well of, the bird isn't moving. The bird is staying on that side of the city.
Fair thought too. That's not just everyone that would ring.
Because we're engaging the
So
bird on that
sure.
side. There's nothing on the other side.
Yeah.
It also depends on what all you take. Are you actually going to take an army to fight the bird, or is it just going to be
Probably
a
not.
certain amount of people?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, to be fair, even Spencer would be like, no, we're not taking everybody over there. We're leaving people
God,
here
no.
just in case.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Amos is just kind of fiddling around in the dirt.
I feel like Jack joins you in this.
This is fair.
Toey's probably like playing with his axe or something. Now that people aren't around.
Yes.
He's like, I can relax now.
Yeah.
Fluffy, I hate you. I don't think you meant it in that way, but relax.
You
can relax
I
now.
hate the accidental pun. Anyways,
Yeah.
It was definitely accidental.
you know, we've got Cam who's still off, and Ignis who's still off, and Cinder and Hawkhill who are resting over here for some instead of at the inn.
Cinder would actually eventually. Now everyone's got watered off. Go over there.
Eh.
She just didn't want to. She's like, oh, everyone's right here. I'll just stay here, and everyone's gone now.
You know, that's fair.
So that she eventually go in there.
Yeah, Cam's
this
just
is-
keeping an eye for the hour. Once the hour's up, she'll reappear back in the inn, so...
Yeah. I mean, at this point, nothing else is happening, so whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah. I think this was just watching for Spencer to leave the conversation.
Yeah, he would eventually like head back towards the barracks. Vance kind of sits outside after Spencer goes in.
Eventually.
Oh, hey.
How bad is it?
A lot worse than he'll let on.
I saw the expression that the father gave.
He was always a bit harder on the older three.
Yeah. I disagree with his wanting to just send him right back in, but that's because It didn't sit well. I mean, he just got revived, after all.
Yeah, but unfortunately Spencer's right about one thing.
Hmm.
Battle doesn't stop just because you're hurt.
No, but if you just needlessly throw bodies kindling onto a fire, then you're just gonna get an inferno.
Well, in this situation, we got lucky, but there are times where we may not be able to rest. You can fall back, but it doesn't mean they won't break through.
There's a difference between resting and letting the person who is right next to him heal them.
Okay, to be fair, I think he was just trying to follow orders and didn't think twice about it.
That's the problem I had.
Would have caught up eventually.
Probably because I stopped him.
Yeah, that helped. Which is why I kind of hit him.
If you wanted to fight after being healed, I would not have an issue with it. That was the not being healed part.
He doesn't always think about those little details.
Is he wanting to be alone, I imagine?
That is a good question. You are welcome to try.
He just looks at him like, great. Just
Does it-
pat him on the shoulder as you're walking through.
Yeah, he did slam the door in my face. Does that help?
Just now I know what I'm getting into.
Fair. Good luck. I don't think he'll yell at you.
I can yell louder.
So I heard.
Right. I got really angry at a kraken.
I will ask later. You have fun.
Got angry at
Questions?
the kraken that kept like, yeah.
That is a question for another day. Because even he's like, wait a minute. How? Same thing Cam did. How?
Yeah.
You will. It'll take her a moment, but she will eventually knock.
Yeah. He's in his room.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's just me, Ignis.
I'm in.
Cinder. Wanted to apologize.
For what?
I didn't mean to stop you from fighting. I just wanted you to get healed first. That's all.
You didn't stop me. If I wanted to go through, I would have. Yes! Suddenly cat.
Meow! Meow, fucker!
Meow.
Did Cinder sneak in? Sorry.
I just just know that I am 100% certain he was not happy from the expression that I saw.
Eh.
And I also
One
know
more
you're
thing to add to the
playing it off.
list. Hmm?
Exactly. He goes, and I know you're gonna play it off. I know you made your own decision once you heard what Matthew had to say. Even though you don't see eye to eye with that man, I will say he does at least tell it like it is. So, I'm
Oh, you see.
sure you based on that.
I already made the decision before that. Why I was gonna have Vance give me a report.
She kind of blinks like, okay, was not expecting that. Okay. Okay. So, do you mind telling me how bad it actually is for you?
Mostly just some yelling and scolding.
My apologies.
You didn't do anything wrong.
I know I didn't. But I apologize that you had to go through that. I would. If the situation would repeat itself, I would do the same thing in a heartbeat.
Well, like I said, something important came up. Smiles.
She gives him kind of like a raised eyebrow.
What? I'm not gonna put you through that again. It's not on purpose.
Okay. And that is also the main reason why I'm not actively telling anybody what's going on. Because I'm fairly certain Hakuil was targeted. Because the bird was watching and saw it was a close connection.
What? I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
Cat says no.
It's very hard
Time for
to
cat.
have this conversation with that. So she meows again. Here. No? Okay.
No here, only meow.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me meow?
Yes, I do.
Aha. Don't stop.
I've got an idiot who will probably make sure I never die.
And I have a sister and a brother that'll make sure I don't die. That's weird still to say.
Technically two sisters now. from what I saw.
She seems unsure at the moment, but I could tell she was always happy to see her father.
Yeah.
And judging from what happened, I imagine it took a bit.
Yeah, it turns out that
went out.
they're a bit better at range than most of us were.
Yeah, not good at range either. I can close a gap fairly decently, at least.
There.
Take all my energy to fight the front. Remind me to never want to punch a kraken. I'll ignore you, but still.
So are you gonna head back to the inn, or are you staying here again tonight?
I suppose that entirely depends
On.
on you.
Spire's just loving this.
It might be a little
Hmm?
awkward because your brothers just saw me enter here. Maybe.
Oh, he's already asking questions anyways.
She raises an eyebrow. Did I do that?
Probably.
I tried to make sure he couldn't hear me and only you could hear me.
I think it was my reaction that more surprised him.
Fair, I suppose.
He was really wanting to know what you were saying to convince me.
Yes, me too. I kind of turned and walked. Like, that's a good question. And just walks away.
Oh,
Hmm,
seize the moment. Never know what happens the next day.
that's fair. So how about this? I'll stay tonight if you want. In case you happen to try to die again tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I won't back down if something is there, but I will do my
Oh,
best
I'm
not to
sure
die.
you won't. I know. Just gonna like things for a second. I will just I'll stay at night and give you a reason.
Sounds like a fair deal to me.
And that's where she stays.
Oh my.
Well then.
So
However,
Ignis
she's
does
the
not
exact
return.
opposite of Cinder.
Yep, yeah. She does not return to the inn again. Which probably only makes Cam go, wait a second.
You won't tell Cinder. Yeah, I'm just gonna spend the night on the roof.
As Cam is up on the wall.
You didn't say what roof.
That is true. This is very true.
Just on a roof.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyways. Does anything else
Cinder,
happen?
not say anything else.
I will be spending time mending this doggo.
Fair.
Got nothing other than look out for the hour, and then she'll come back and go from there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh no.
Because Cinder did kind of insight the last time I rolled the 2. I got a 17 minus 1 for Amos. And the 13 plus 5 for Cinder.
oh my gosh.
Cinder knows there's something going on. She doesn't know what.
Well, that's because it's Ignis, because nobody would really think that she would do that.
Exactly.
It is fine.
Ow. Everything is now fine. My dice are just going everywhere. It's fine. All my dice just decided to try to merge piles.
That's fair.
I'm gonna give you a question. It's fine.
Oh no. I am concerned.
I am also the concern.
Anyways. Any talk while they're all in the bar there? Does Amos ever go back? Or does he just camp out with the boys?
Huh.
To be fair, Jack probably gives Toby something to knock him out for the night whenever that does happen, because
Fair. Yeah. Amos will eventually get back as far as to the tavern.
Yeah, it gets worse at night. It's fine.
I'm sure. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, they're kind of technically, we'll say they're technically behind the building. So you could see them if you looked out the window, Amos, that they're like under where your room is.
Indeed.
Had to readjust here. Apologies.
Ah. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just take off my boots.
Fair.
And I was too lazy to like unzip the side of them, so I just kind of like.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
What
Oh.
did you do?
Okay.
Who did
Good to
what?
know.
Fine.
I'm afraid.
No.
That's good to know. Anyways,
Is Ignis going to get a long rest?
you get a very
Yes.
long rest.
Fun fact, that's exactly what I was alluding to. Anyways.
That was a fade to black moment.
Oh my. Wow.
If there's any idle chit chat, Cam's kind of there, but she's still like in and out of like days at the moment, cause yeah.
Cinder would like just kind of like pat her on the shoulder.
Sorry.
Okay.
Not
really.
Is it something you want to talk about?
Nothing that can be helped right now.
You are getting stared at from across the table.
Just the tilt head, like, really.
I'm always available if you need anything. Your family.
I appreciate that, Cinder. Trust me. Unfortunately.
You're so quiet. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it does that. It changes volume all the time. It never, like, decides to say one thing.
Sorry, I wanted to point that out because it was like really quiet on the
Yeah.
bars, I noticed.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Cinder. The problem is knowing who all was here today. Feywild and Celestia came.
Mm-hmm.
So I have new concerns.
That's understandable.
Being honest, I kind of expected Celestia on this.
They agreed.
Sadly, I expected both as well.
I was hoping not both. We have each other's back. I need. Doesn't have to be here or it doesn't have to be now, but if you want to talk, I can. I'm a good listener.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Striker's back.
It's probably just
Yeah.
like laying across your shoulder or something like.
Oh, he was here during the fight. He didn't
Yeah, I was
fly
about
out
to
at
say he
one
was
point,
with
though.
me up at the wall.
You okay, Striker?
Annoyed I'm stuck in this form.
Fair. Did you know Matthew could do that?
What, the weird tentacly bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah, he did that before. He got fixed, which is why I hate that it's not fixed, which means I need to have a talk with Lucky whenever whenever I see him. Because he still doesn't know!
Doesn't know that he was,
Yeah, Ren and Stryker haven't been informed.
Nope.
Yeah.
They know
Or-
zip.
Yeah,
that's right, they knew he was taken, but not.
hasn't been
Yeah, but in the
returned yet.
Party, like, right now,
We're
it's
in.
only Amos that knows.
Mm-hmm.
Amos and Matthew,
Right.
yeah. And the
Gotcha.
two boys.
Right, they were there.
So, speaking of,
Mm.
they got him back. But there are some issues.
Oh, of course.
What issues?
He doesn't know where he is, who he is. To be forced to sleep, eat. He doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's not good.
He's like, oh, Matthew's probably not happy.
There's
No,
there's
no.
that thought, there's the oh god, I have to tell oh no, I have to tell Rin. Oh no.
Yeah, so put it to you this way. Whenever we do go after them, Matthew has dibs.
If Rin doesn't get to them first.
He's not wrong.
I think she won't be able to do it as much as she would like to in her predicament.
You
as well.
would be surprised what she can convince the queen to let her do.
This is fair. I stand by she's wanted to fight Matthew for dibs.
Yeah, okay, this is also the same woman
Tentacle
who
Matthew.
Yes, this is also the same woman who convinced the queen not to take my soul due to a contract multiple times. She convinced a goddess.
That's just abusing power. That's just abusing spousal privilege at that point.
That doesn't
No.
sound like spousal privilege. And Cam's just gonna hold up a hand to like Rin's height, and she's like, "That small shit. I'm sorry. Spoke to a goddess, and what?
And wins. A lot.
Okay,
Like, smited.
I would like to point out I don't talk to any gods or goddesses or anything, and I somehow convinced her to let them have a form.
Well, that was more of just an ask. That wasn't necessarily a fight argument. Rin is willing to argue and yell at a god and win.
He's not wrong.
I feel there's a reason I fear my wife.
I feel like her luck is going to run out at some point.
I feel like the Great Things of keeping like a tally.
Shit.
Like, okay, I'll let you get away with
To
this one.
explain, Rin, she's a fate touched, right? So like she changes fate. It's not. If she really wanted to, she will find a way to fix the situation.
Cam does this like blink moment of, oh, that could be bad.
On the downside, however, though, would be even though she might be able to. There's a little situation that the one who took his soul in the first place is a demigod of sorts.
He did just say she's not even afraid of a goddess. I'm pretty sure she's not afraid of
the
her
weaker
child.
version.
It's not necessarily with his meaning.
Hmm.
He may have taken precaution on someone attempting to fix it themselves.
Look, I don't know how the fucking fate strings work. Don't ask me how the souls work. I just work for the queen. That's all. She tells me what to do. I kill things. I'm happy.
You would get in.
I am
you would
not
get
a
along
faith
so well with the
person.
two boys outside.
I'm not a faith person. Those boys creep me the fuck out, by the way.
Good. They should.
Yeah, keep them
Also,
away from
apparently
me,
you're not
please.
a very patient person anyways.
No, actually, that I will admit.
Oh no,
I am
Matthew
very-
told us that earlier.
Of course he would.
Yeah. You two's interactions are hilarious.
Oh yeah, there's some stories that they could tell you of me not being patient and running in and it not ending well.
I'm guessing that's where the wife yelling at the goddess you typically came in.
Well, there was a situation where we had to fight alternate reality versions of us and our families. And I was killed by my own daughter.
That does not sound pleasant.
Yes, so keep that in mind. Alternate realities exist.
Good to know.
Cam does the long stare of like, oh, that opens up so many things.
Choices you
Look at that, like-
made in this life could be a completely different choice in another life.
Let's all be
She
thankful
just
we're
looks
living this one.
confused. I feel like you could like that blink, just like, huh?
Right, I also have Garrett flying the opposite direction of the bird to see if they have forces. Waiting in case we engage the bird and another force attacks the other side of the city.
That's a fair point. Hopefully, we get time to rest tonight, at least.
Yeah.
Sooner we get to do that, the more rest we'll get.
Well, since we should do that then, shouldn't we?
We should.
So she picks up kindling.
Fair point. And probably at this point, Kreh would just do some final looks over the dog to make sure she's mended it enough.
It'll heal up when it rests.
Cam's gonna.
It's a
Point.
clank machine. I don't know if that works like that way.
It does for whatever
It
reason because D&D.
Magic.
Cam's going to point at Kreh. If you do not rest, I will personally come put you to sleep.
If she doesn't rest, I will make sure she does.
I'm gonna go rest. So I don't get yelled at.
Cam's going to offer Cinder a hug before she goes.
She'll hug. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just gonna. She'll take like she'll offer her hand to hug you, and she's gonna walk away without mentioning anything at all.
Oh, you know,
Because no one asked.
shuffleboard self to wherever the hell rooms are.
Yeah, I just imagine they're still up in the same place. He is going to make sure you go to bed.
Yeah, that's a fair thing to do.
Amos has a nubby in the corner of the bar.
Yeah,
That is where he might die.
that is fair. These people will not all be in here when you wake up.
Oh, that's fair. I don't expect it to be.
But
I might hit the long rest button.
yeah, you do that. Well, it is 12:30. I think that's probably a decent place to call it before we get into another hour of RP. And
You
stay
know,
up
No.
way past my late call time of 1.
You know?
Apologize about the late.
Oh no.
Oh,
you're-
sorry, guys.
It was
We'll beat
it
him up.
it kind of works out because now I can finish what I'm doing with Amos.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Mm.
Next
Which
terrifying.
time.
Yeah, I was about to say that means next week is going to be an interesting week, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yay!
That'd be real interesting, I imagine.
Am I gonna need tissues?
No,
No?
No,
Oh no.
no.
there's no issues with these tissues.
Yeah, and I also had to figure out different things.
Oh, good. I like things.
I have
that
to
are
go through and
different that you
upload
can
images
figure it out.
tomorrow before Cinder.
and I have to dust off an accent, kind of.
All right. Thank you for coming out, everybody.
Have a good night, people.